start your engine.
All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. So we are in Wyoming still. We're at the corner. We're at a little town called Hewlett, and the airport is W43. And we're so close to South Dakota. There's Devil's Tower in the background, where we were just at, and I can't believe it. My microphone wasn't working. My microphone hasn't been working for the last few live streams. Some might view that as a good thing. So, being this close to South Dakota, I figured we'll try to find jobs that take us to South Dakota. What I would like to do is fly over the Black Hills, find Deadwood, Sturgis, and then make our way to Rapid City. Not necessarily in that order, but that's my goal. All right. So first, let's see if there are any jobs that take us that way. This is the Neofly4 app. Okay. So we are at W43. You bring this onto my other screen right in front of my face. I can see it. I'm trying to read it. It's an old screen. Okay. Now that one's taking us north. That one is taking us more to where we want to go. All right, what I'd like to do, I would like to follow 14 here. These are the Black Hills. Black Hills in South Dakota. Is that Rocky Raccoon? There's Deadwood. There's Sturgis. And there's Rapid City. So that job right there, and it looks like we can take it. And that is... it only says it's 35 miles. Really? That looks so much further on the map, doesn't it? So we'll do this job, and then we can either find another one that takes us that way directly to Sturgis, or, we'll just free fly it. Don't need it. Money isn't everything, but it's nice to at least make a little bit of money every day. I also found there's another exploration point today. It changes every 24 hours. And it's rarely ever in the United States. It hasn't been lately. So today's exploration point, where you could make up to like 50 million and find an artifact, is in Africa. Maybe we'll do it. We've got the money to do it now, but boy, it costs so much. So if you find the wreck at these locations, or whatever they have there, you can find gold or an artifact, and the artifact is like 50 million. So doing a couple of those, woohoo! All right, so let's get back to the jobs. We'll take that job.
Transporter from dispatch. You must deliver express packages before the deadline.
Oh, no.
Don't waste time.
Well, it's only 35 miles. Okay. What are the runway numbers? Can
Captain,
you see 'em?
we have some crates marked as urgent. We'll load them now.
13, runway 13, and got a couple of grass fields as well. 13 and 31. All right, let's get our plane started and get going. Wrong key.
Transporter. Cargo is loaded. You can start your mission.
You better hurry. What is the name of this airport that we're going to?
You're good to go.
KSPF.
Contact the tower for clearance.
KSP. All right. I don't know that there's a tower or anybody in the tower here. Announcing a taxi to the east. All right. Normally I'd break out Sky Vector and we'll check altitudes and elevations and plan plot points and this and that. But we've got to get there. Right? So let's just go. Hello, propeller. Why is my cockpit not responding to me? That's because I typed in a P. Yeah. He is set to active pause. So it tends to do that. If you type in I don't know what your pause is set to, but mine's set to P. And so whenever I'm in the autopilot or anytime I type a P, the simulator freezes. What is, we don't have a wind. I better get a wind report. Which way is the wind blowing?
Whiskey 4-3, automated weather observation 15000 Zulu. Wind 205 at 8.
205 at 8.
Sky conditions, ceiling 14,300 feet broken.
205 at 8.
Altimeter 2983. Whiskey 4-3.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter which runway that we take off on now. It seems to be going, it's crossing us instead of in our face. Are we froze again? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was still stuck in a pause. Careful with that. My goodness.
Transporter. Good flight.
And may the force be with you too. I think I'm supposed to be heading that way. Can't read my screen from that distance. Yeah. Hope you're having a fantastic day. With everything with me, it's been very trying lately. Just, you know me, things are always going wrong. I make a lot of mistakes at things. I have been having the worst luck with some other live streams that I'm doing. And same with this one too, with the microphone being off. So I learned something, and I hope I can pass it on to you if you're going to be live streaming or are live streaming and don't know. The microphone in OBS, well, all sounds at the moment, all sounds on a live stream go out on one channel only. So what I was trying to do is learn how to create different audio channels, so when I make recordings, if it allows me to edit the audio on a separate track or whatever, to edit all tracks separately, right? So if you go into a product like Adobe Premiere or something and you record something in OBS with things on different tracks, you can edit things. Okay, but for a live stream, everything's got to be on channel 1. Well, my microphone was on channel 2, and I didn't put it back to channel 1. And so it's, the microphone is the last thing I ever worry about with these live streams. It's always a video glitch or error of some kind. So when I watch the videos and I'm checking them out, I almost always turn off the audio so I can just watch the video stream, see how things are looking. But yep, that's what got me. And I didn't keep the audio on to ensure that I was hearing myself. Finally figured it out and realized, where am I? And sure enough, mic was on 2. All right, so let's put it into autopilot. Let's do a nav and do an alt hold right here. I don't see anything too tall in front of us for the next 35 miles. Let me do our direct again, update it into the computer. There we go. Make sure autopilot takes it. Good. I was talking to my cousin, and we both lived in Wyoming for a time. And we live in Colorado now. And I said, you know what? I'm really proud of Colorado. I do think it's beautiful. But I said, I'm flying over a lot of Wyoming now. And you know what, man? There are places in Wyoming that Colorado just can't hang with. It's just too beautiful. We've got our own unique rock formations here, but they do too. I mean, like Devil's Tower, where we were just at. So Wyoming's got it all. It's got alien landscapes, and then it's got some of the most beautiful landscapes I've ever seen. It is incredibly rugged territory, and I understand. So like when you see or imagine people from Wyoming being cowboys, yeah, it's a rough land. So, I'm not sure exactly where our location is, but all of this coming up here, this is all going to be Black Hills of South Dakota. Okay, so let's see what we got here. It's a sacred scenic destination, Black Hills and Badlands, South Dakota. Welcome to the Black Hills. Welcome to the Black Hills and the Badlands of South Dakota, home to iconic natural wonders, rich history, and unforgettable adventures. Mount Rushmore National Memorial is here. I should have put that on our list. Badlands National Park, Crazy Horse Memorial. Yeah, how did I not put Mount Rushmore on the list? How about some history on it? The Black Hills. The Black Hills is an isolated mountain range rising from the Great Plains of North America and western South Dakota and extending into Wyoming. Black Elk Peak, which rises 7,244 feet, is the range's highest summit. The Black Hills encompass the Black Hills National Forest. The name of the hills in Lakota is Pahasapa. The Black Hills are considered a holy site. The hills are so called because of their dark appearance from a distance, as they are covered in evergreen trees. Wow. Oops. Native Americans have a long history in the Black Hills and consider it a sacred site. After conquering the Cheyenne in 1776, the Lakota took the territory of Black Hills, which became central to their culture. In 1868, the United States government signed the Fort Laramie Treaty of 1868, establishing the Great Sioux Reservation west of the Missouri River and extending to the Black Hills and exempting the Black Hills from all white settlement forever. However, when settlers discovered gold there in 1874, as a result of George Armstrong Custer's Black Hills expedition, miners swept into the area in a gold rush. The United States government took the Black Hills and forcibly relocated the Lakota following the Great Sioux War of 1876 to 5 smaller reservations in western South Dakota. Selling off 9 million acres of their former land. Unlike most South Dakota, the Black Hills were settled by European Americans, primarily from population centers to the west and south of the region. As miners flocked there from earlier gold boom locations in Colorado and Montana, as the economy of the Black Hills has shifted away from natural resources, mining, and timber. Since the late 20th century, the hospitality and tourism industries have grown to take its place. Locals tend to divide the Black Hills into 2 areas, the Southern Hills and the Northern Hills. The Southern Hills is home to Mount Rushmore, Wind Cave National Park, Jewel Cave National Monument, Black Elk Peak, the highest point in the United States east of the Rockies, Custer State Park, Crazy Horse Memorial, and the Mammoth Site in Hot Springs, the world's largest mammoth research facility. Attractions in the Northern Hills include Spearfish Canyon, historic Deadwood, and the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally held each August. The first rally was held on August 14, 1938, and the 75th rally in 2015 saw more than 1 million bikers visit the Black Hills. Devil's Tower Monument, located in the Wyoming Black Hills, is an important nearby attraction and was the United States' first national monument. Although the written history of the region begins with the Sioux domination of the land over the native Arikara tribes, researchers have carbon dating and stratigraphic records to analyze the early history of the area. Scientists have been able to utilize carbon dating to evaluate the age of tools found in the area, which indicate a human presence that dates as far back as 11,500 BC with the Clovis culture. Stratigraphic records indicate environmental changes in the land, such as flood and drought patterns. For example, large-scale flooding in the Black Hills basins occurs at a probability rate of 0.01, making such floods occur once every 100 years. However, during the medieval climate anomaly, or the medieval warm period, flooding increased in the basins. A stratigraphic record of the area shows that during these 400 years, 13 100-year floods occurred in 4 of the region's basins, while the same 4 basins from the previous 800 years only experienced 9 floods. The Arikara arrived by AD 1500, followed by the Cheyenne, Crow, Kiowa, Arapaho, and Lakota, also known as the Sioux. They arrived in Minnesota in the 18th century and drove out other tribes who moved west. They claimed the land which they called Hisapa, Black Mountains. The mountains commonly became known as the Black Hills. Francois and Louis de la Vérendrye probably traveled near the Black Hills in 1743. Fur trappers and traders had some dealings with Native Americans. European Americans increasingly encroached on Lakota territory in order to secure safe passage of settlers on the Oregon Trail and an inter-tribal warfare. The United States government proposed that Fort Laramie Treaty of 1868, which established the Great Sioux Reservation west of the Missouri River and acknowledged indigenous control over the Black Hills. The treaty protected the Black Hills forever from European American settlement. Both the Sioux and the Cheyenne also claimed rights to the land, saying that their culture considered it the Axis Mundi, or sacred center of the world. Although rumors of gold in the Black Hills had circulated for decades, confirmation of the deposits came first in 1874, when Brevet Major General George Armstrong Custer, the 7th U.S. Cavalry, led an expedition there and discovered gold in French Creek. An official announcement of gold was made by the newspaper reporters accompanying the expedition. The following year, the Newton-Jenny Party conducted the first detailed survey of the Black Hills. The surveyor for the party, Dr. Valentine McGillicuddy, became the first European American to ascend to the top of Black Elk Peak. During 1875 to 1878 gold rush, thousands of miners went into the Black Hills. In 1880, the area was the most densely populated part of the Dakota Territory. The large towns developed in the northern hills were Deadwood, Central City, and Lead. Around these clustered groups of smaller gold camps, towns, and villages. Hill City and Custer City sprang up in the southern hills. Railroads were quickly constructed in the previously remote area from 1880 onward. The gold mines yielded about $4 million annually, and the silver mines about $3 million annually. And then it goes on to the American conquest. I'd love to read more, but it's only 35 miles, and we've already overflown our destination. All right. Oops. Wrong thing. All right. Turn off the autopilot and turn around. Take her down. Kill the throttle. Yeah, there's our airport back there.
Kilo Sierra Papa Foxtrot traffic Kinneas 214 miles northeast, 5,000 feet inbound to land runway 13.
All right, we've called it in. All right, getting the flaps down. Very beautiful place. Very beautiful. I love the green, you know? Just love it.
You might still have time before the deadline. Proceed to parking. Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Okay. For it to see the job as done, we need to like turn the engines off, but you can just bring your engine conditioner down, your propeller down, and it'll turn off the engine. It'll slow to a stop, and the job should complete.
Okay, pilot. The cargo will be removed as quickly as possible.
No hurry. Take your time. Take your time. All right, here's where we need Sky Vector.
Transporter. The cargo has been delivered. Nice work. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You have a nice day too. So there's I don't know, like
You are clear to start your engine.
12,000 or more in the bank. That's nice. Okay. So we are at KSPF. Black Hills Clyde Icefield. What? You're not seeing Sky Vector? One moment. Ah, yes. I know why. Okay, we are here. There's Sturgis. Deadwood is down here. Hello, Skydude.
Just calling to say hi.
Hello.
Right, I'll call at lunch.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so had it. Deadwood. How close is that nearest one? Not very. I wish they were better about putting towns on waypoints as well. Why did that get added? Okay. Custer Peak. Dang it. None of the places that I want to go. I can't enter GPS coordinates into the darn G1000. All right, so we'll plan it and we'll just use the times on it. So planet. Planet. Mystic Mountain. Nemo. Settlement. Okay, there's Sturgis. I'm guessing it's this whole area. What's the nearest waypoint? Oh, Sturgis is over there. Well, there's the airport. And then Rapid City is down here. Black Elk Peak. Black Elk. There's a Mount Rushmore's over here. Crazy Horse Monument. Really? There's no waypoints. Okay. Probably better go to Rapid City first. This doesn't really matter. All right, well, we have a rough plan on how to get there. So when we take off and head south, so about 12 miles takes us towards Custer Peak. We're setting 170. Well, what was this? Deadwood. We're setting a 150 for 7 miles. And then from there, of course, setting 176 for 8 miles. Of course, setting 021 for 9 miles. We really don't need that. That'll take us to Sturgis that way. All right, well, all we can do is try it. So we need to get in the air and go to... cross over the airport, turn to course setting 150 for 7 miles. There's no airports anywhere near this, right? No. If we get a little south, we know that there's big roads through here. So I don't think we'll miss it. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Doing pretty good on fuel. We could use some more. Just to be safe. Course setting 150 and then 176. Trying to adjust my heading right now to 150. That little blue bug on the compass there, that's what I'm moving. There. It's 150 right there. So we get in the air and we go over the middle of the airport and then we turn to that heading for 7 miles.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Right? No, wrong.
Enjoy your personal flight, pilot. You can search for more jobs after you land.
Right? Thank you very much. So what we do is we take off, turn, and then try to cross the runway at its midpoint. And then turn to our proper course heading. All right, it's pretty much below us. So in approximately 8 miles, we will be approaching the location of Deadwood. So we should be in the vicinity of it right here. This is probably it right here below us. So Deadwood, didn't know. Wild Bill Bite it here. One of them, one of the Western guys. Look at all that land that's terraced. That's terraced. It looks terraced to me. Sure enough. I don't know if that was done by miners or if that was done by an earlier people. I mean, you see a lot of that in Asia, you know, when they terrace the land for growing things. Probably some ancient pyramid complex that we don't know about. Gotta love those conspiracies. Okay, so now looking at our flight. So we're at Deadwood. Now we want to turn to course heading 176 for another 8 miles. That'll take us approximately to Custer Peak at 6,804 feet. So we need to be above that. 6,804. And we're at 6.1 now. Okay, I'll do 7.5. And we can't do flight level change just yet. We need a course heading of 176. Really, it's not letting me do my course setting while I'm in pause either? Okay. 176. Come on. Flight level change. And course setting 176. Oh, dialing the wrong thing. Hurry, buddy. That's probably it right there, Custer Peak. I would imagine. Being off a degree or two seems like the only peak within, in an 8 mile range. Only one in the vicinity I can see with a road to the top of it. You can understand why, as a general, good or bad, you'd want to be at the highest point so you could see everything. So, makes total sense. All right. That's a pretty good little peak over there. I wonder if that's like a tourist spot. Possibly I should have stayed right on course. Okay, speaking of courses, our next turn is going to be to 048 for 19 miles. We're here at Custer Peak. And we're flying to 49B. Sturgis. Yeah, that seems higher over there. I wonder why they chose Sturgis to be a place where they meet and show off their two-wheeled transports. Or three-wheeled. Or isn't it mostly bikes and motorcycles? So did it start out with motorcycles or was it bikes? It started a long time ago. I wonder if that's Sturgis. It can't be Sturgis yet. We have 19 miles. But the airport could be much further outside of town. We'll know more when we get there. Have you ever been to Sturgis? Is that it, or is it still ahead a couple miles? Because okay, maybe just the airport. This is all Sturgis, but that's the biggest town setting. Then the airport's right over here. So the neighborhoods, the suburbs of Sturgis. And then the airport right there. All right, when we get to the airport, we need to do course setting 190 for 37 miles. 190. That's 190. Are we over the airport? Not yet. All right. Turning its course heading 190, Captain. All right, so let's now get back to Skyvector. And we need to check elevations 4080, 5229, 5442, Crazy Horse Monument 6330, $37 miles, 6330.
baseball running round down by the lake. Growing older, I think about all those memories we made. The diamond ring, our song, a wedding cake. Like Emmy's biscuits and gravy, brunch, brown swagger, and a tap for lunch. When me and Bill got home from that fishing hole. When I look back on all those years, I just break down, cry big tears. 'Cause I know that I'm not all alone in my memory of years. Said I only have a short time to live. As tough as I was, that was hard to fake. Take care of your mama, she's got a lot left to give. Those memories will live on for old time's sake. Like Emmy's biscuits and gravy, brunch, brown swagger, and a tap for lunch. Riding no dirt bikes till Dad got old. Knuckle Dave's big 8-point fat bean soup nearly cleared the joint. And I know that I'm not all alone in my memory of years. You can save your memories all to yourself, but to talk about them feels so good. The tree of life keeps growing with everybody's help. Did I turn back time? Only if I could. Like Emmy's biscuits and gravy, brunch, brown swagger, and a tap for lunch. When me and Bill got home from that fishing hole. Frying up those old catfish. Upon this star I make my wish. And I know that I'm not all alone in my memory. I'm sitting at the bar, but none of these drinks get you off my mind. I don't believe in sci-fi, but I just wanna go back in time. And I'm looking at my phone at the selfies we took from the very first night. When you walked in the room, still smell your perfume as I held you in so tight. You know that I am here and I will never close that door. I know you've had some time to think it over. Just give me that first kiss twice. Give me that perfect night. Still remember where we were, October 3rd. Give me just one more chance to feel it all over again. I wanna hear everything I heard, October 3rd, tonight. So give me that first kiss twice. Keep wanting to call you, see how you've been, hear all your news. But you're probably out there somewhere, kicking it with someone new. Tell me if you still remember all the things we did together. I guess I still love you more than ever. Know you've had some time to think it over. Just give me that first kiss twice. Give me that perfect night. Still remember where we were, October 3rd. Give me just one more chance to feel it all over again. I wanna hear everything I heard, October 3rd, tonight. So give me that first kiss twice. So give me that first kiss twice. So give me that first kiss
Okay, we are at the Crazy Horse Monument here.
Where's the storm that blew my world apart?
So eventually this is going to be him on a horse, isn't it? Eventually.
Used to be my heart, it's all gone. What happened here? Where's the storm? All that's left of me is scared and full of doubt. Will I make it through? Will someone show me how? Make it go away. Save me from this pain. I'm coming all undone. Please take me for
Right? Because right at the moment, it's like, what the hell is this? What the heck is this? It's very alien. But eventually, I think it's supposed to be him on a horse eventually.
go away. Where's the calm? A break from all the rain. A little piece of quiet I may never find again. It's all gone. That part of me.
People do impressive things, man. Mighty impressive. Just the same, I mean,
I'm so broken down from waiting on the dawn.
things we leave behind for
With me now to help
the future.
carry on.
Okay.
Make it go away. Save me from this pain. I'm coming all undone. Please take
Now, Mount Rushmore, we turn to a course heading of 067 for about 19 miles, and I believe they've got it marked in, of course, they've got it marked in the simulator, but okay, so 067. There's 067. There are a lot of little landmarks over here. Wish they would make them more easily readable at a distance, or just make them show up. X. I have no idea what they're doing or what he's doing. Elrond, what are you doing? Yeah, I know it's Elon. Elrond. Okay, that's not it. But now from here, we want to go to RCA, Ellsworth Air Force Base. What is this one? Crap. Actually, we want to go to crap. Rapid City. Okay. Hey, I didn't name it. KRAP. All right, goodbye, Mount Rushmore. You small faces. Okay.
fish another day. Gonna grab my fishing pole, head on down to the fishing hole. Ain't gonna spend no more time wishing. I'm going fishing. I got hooks and I got weights. I got lures and I got bait. I got a leader in my tackle box. You'll find me down at the docks. Gonna grab my fishing pole, head on down to the fishing hole. I've lost all my ambition. I'm going fishing. I'm gonna grab my fishing pole, head on down to the fishing hole. Ain't gonna spend no more time wishing. I'm going fishing. I'm going fishing.
There be our destination, viewers. Rapid City Regional, and that will conclude our live stream. A little bit more music until we land.
Love is a fragile bird, so quick to fly away. seen her take wing in a moment on the brightest of days. Up to the heavens she's soaring, out of the grasp of desire. No promise to see her returning, passion is too hard to fight. I've held a fragile bird in my arms. She sang the sweetest song I've heard. I never meant to do her no harm. She's gone without a word. Love is a fragile bird, flying up over the rainbow. Tears in the sky fall like rain. Looking back over her shoulder, flying away from the pain. I never meant to hurt her. I never thought she'd say goodbye. She'd heard all of the words before. Her heart was ready to fly. I've held a fragile bird in my arms. She sang the sweetest song I've heard. I never meant to do her no harm. She's gone without a word. Love is a fragile bird. Sang the sweetest song I've heard. I never meant to do her no harm. She's gone without a word. Love is a fragile bird. My love is a fragile bird. Mustang out in the driveway, shining like a brand new penny right off of the press. The smell of perfume said it must be Friday. Another chance to paint on that little black dress. I don't know where you got those ribbons in your hair. You know me, I just can't help but stare. So hop into that hot rod, put the rag top down. I love you, baby, but you gotta go paint the town. Yeah, yeah. So what are you doing?
That wasn't the softest landing I've seen. Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
Where are you going? Always dressed up like a baby doll. Won't you turn that car around? Come on home and let your hair back down. You blow me a kiss downshift and you're gunning. I just smile and shake my head from the door. I understand you feel like you gotta keep on running. I just don't know what you're running for. You say I
All right. Welcome to Crap. We are in Rapid City. Welcome to Rapid City, South Dakota. This is your airport. This might look familiar to you. Or a little bit of a different view, something you're not used to seeing.
Driving through the wind and the pouring rain. Headlights up ahead, dancing, dying flames. East of Tuthill, miles from Mobile. In a raging storm, tightly holding the wheel. Stopping for a Jeep, boxing lights down low. Stuck inside a car, gang, nobody I know. A girl in the shadows, maybe a spark. Singing at a table, laughter in the dark. Another night with the lights down low. Another dark night with a heart you don't know. Another night with my engine turned on. Another dark night waking up the dawn.
All right. Well, it was a profitable day and it was a fun day. We saw more than I expected to see. We added a Crazy Horse and Mount Rushmore to our list of things. So we passed by, we saw Deadwood, we saw Sturgis, Crazy Horse, Mount Rushmore, and Rep. So just need to shut this down, and we are done for the day. Thank you for joining me on this flight. Don't know exactly how many flying miles you get for this, but it is significant.
Everything is on board.
Really? All right. I am so sorry about the mic. I really am. Those were really good live streams too. So I'll update this with the Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. All I know is I need another cup of coffee. I don't know about you. Yeah. Eat gads, man. I'm just trying to have black screen here. There we go.